Assalamualaikum students, this is Miss Marok from SM Public Academy Campus 5. I hope you all are fine and safe at home. So in the last lesson, we were reading The Hotel Cat. Let's just quickly review what we read in the last class. By reading page number 22 till 27, we came to know about the White Hotel and the Ginger Cat. The White Hotel remained full of people in summer and spring. It was closed down in autumn, and it remained empty all through the winter. It was Judy's holiday, and she went for a walk near the hotel. There, in the porch, she found a ginger cat and the 4 kittens. Next time, when she went there again to meet the cat, she took milk and plastic dish for them. When she was leaving the hotel after meeting the cat, she saw 2 painters coming towards the hotel. Now let's start the reading. We will read page number 28 till 31 today. Okay, so keep your books opened in front of you and keep your pencils in your hands so you can underline the difficult words. Okay? Let's see the last paragraph of page number 27. Keep your page number 27 in front of you and put fingers on the line that I am reading. Okay? Last paragraph. Judy wondered whether to go up to them and say, "Don't touch the kittens, will you?" But she was shy, and the men had not seen her. So she went away without saying anything at all. What happened? Judy saw 2 painters going inside the hotel, and she wanted to say them that don't touch the cats and kittens. But she was shy, so she was not comfortable in speaking to those strangers. Alright, so she went away without saying anything. That evening, sitting by the fire at home, Judy said to her mother and father, "Shall we bring the cat and kittens here tomorrow so that we can look after them?" What happened? When she was sitting, she asked her mother and father that, "Can we bring that kittens and the cat to our home just to look after them?" Why she said this? She said this because the cat and kittens were alone in the hotel. There was no one to look after them, right? So she wanted to bring the cat and kitten to her home. "I don't quite know what is the best thing to do," said mother. "What do you think, Daddy?" asked Judy, but father did not answer. He was listening to the wind howling in the trees. What happened? When she asked this to her mother and father, the mother replied that she don't know what is best, right? And her father did not reply her because he was listening to the sound of wind. Sound sounds like a storm coming up," he said. The cottage was warm and cozy, but the night outside was dark and wild. Even as father spoke, the wind grew louder. The trees moaned and creaked, and the air was filled with strange, unhappy sounds. What happened? The storm was coming, so everywhere there was a howling sound. Okay, the trees were moaning and creaking, and there was a strange sound in the air. "I've never heard such a strong wind," said Mother, and she pulled aside the curtains and looked out into the darkness. The mother said that I haven't seen such a strong wind. It was so strong. And how do they know that the wind is strong? Because of the sound of wind, okay? "The hotel," she screamed. "It's on fire." The wind was loud, but the roar of the fire was louder still. Flames spread from end to end of the hotel, blazing, leaping, crackling. What happened? The mother said that she has never heard such a strong wind, and she started looking at the hotel from her window. And what did she see? She saw that the hotel caught fire. Okay, and the roar of the fire was louder, even louder than the loud wind. All right. Blazing, leaping, and crackling. Blazing means burning very brightly. Leaping means moving or spreading quickly. Crackling is the sound of breaking. Okay, so the flames were spreading very quickly, and due to fire, everything was breaking down. All right. "Put on your coats and stay here," said father. "If the wind changes, the cottage might be in danger. I'll go and see what I can do." What happened? The father said that he is going to see what is happening outside. Okay, means he was going to help. All right. He ran out of doors, pulling on the coat as he went. At the same time, Mother and Judy heard the wail of the fire engines as they came up from the village below. What happened? When the father had gone to see what can be done and how to stop that fire, in the same time, the mother and Judy heard the wail of fire engines. Wail is a word that is used for sound. Wail, W-A-I-L, wail. Okay, it is a word that is used for sound to express sorrow. The kittens, cried Judy. "Don't worry about them," said Mother. "They may be safe. You see, the flames are blowing away from the porch and not towards it." She tried to comfort Judy, but she knew the heat of the fire must be very fierce, and the kittens would be very lucky if they were still alive. What happened? Judy is the little girl, okay? Judy became worried for the kittens because the hotel caught fire. Okay, so what happened? Her mother started comforting her. Okay, she was saying, no, they may be safe. See, the fire is not in the porch, it is coming from another end of the hotel. So she was trying to calm down Judy, okay, because Judy was so worried for the kittens. But the mother also knew that the fire is so fierce that the kittens would be very lucky if they were still alive. Okay, means it was so difficult for the kittens to save their lives from the dangerous fire. Okay, Mother and Judy looked through the windows for a long time. They watched the firemen and saw the great spurts of what happened? Mother and Judy started looking from the window, okay, and they were looking how the fireman was putting off the fire. So before turning the page, let's underline the difficult words of page number 28 and 29, okay. Listening. In the word listening, T is silent. There is no sound of T, and it is listening. Alright? Cozy. Cozy means comfortable. Creaked. Creaked is harsh sound. Okay? Screamed. Screamed means cried. Now blazing. Blazing means burning brightly. Leaping. Leaping means moving or spreading quickly. Crackling. I told you crackling is the sound of breaking. Okay? When something breaks down, the sound that is made is called crackling. Okay? Wail. Fierce. Spurts. Spurts means spray. Now let's turn the page. Water from their hoses. They watched until the hotel was black and burned framework against the glow of the dying fire. What happened? Judy and her mother were watching from their window. Okay? What were they looking? They were looking at the firemen who were spraying water to put off the fire. Okay? At last, Judy fell asleep in an armchair and mother wrapped her in a blanket. But mother went on looking out of the window. She watched the flames die down and heard the crash of falling beams and tumbling walls. What happened? Judy fell asleep on an armchair, but the mother was still looking out of the window. Okay? And she was hearing the crash of falling beams and tumbling walls. Beams. What is beam? Beam is used in constructions like rod, metal, wood, okay? And tumbling walls. Tumbling wall means falling walls. Due to fire, the walls were falling and the inner structure was falling too. Okay? She smelled the strong smell of black smoke, and she felt very sad to think that after all these years the hotel had gone. So the mother was sad because she was thinking that it was the only nearby place to her cottage and it was so old. The hotel was so old and it had gone now. Alright? Why she was saying all this? Because there was fire in the hotel. Okay? Then father came in with 2 men from the village. Mother made them some hot cocoa and Judy woke up and listened to them talking. What happened? The father came to the home with 2 men, alright, and those men were from the village. Mother gave them hot cocoa. As Judy was sleeping, when she heard the people talking, she woke up, alright, and she started listening to them. I wonder how it started, said Mother. I suppose it was the painters, replied one of the men. Perhaps they dropped a cigarette end or a lighted match. Thank God no one was living there. What happened? The mother asked how the fire started. Okay, so one of the men replied Mother that maybe it was the painters. They dropped the cigarette end or the lighted match. Okay, that became the reason of fire. But they were thanking God because there was no one living there. Okay, the hotel was empty. And what about the cat and kittens? Asked Mother. Father shook his head. He had looked all around from them, but he had not seen a sign of them. He had no hope at all. So what happened? After knowing this, that how the hotel caught fire, Mother asked Judy's father. Okay, Mother asked Judy's father, what about the cat and kittens? So the father shook his head. Shook his head means shake. Shook is the past form of shake. Alright. So he shook his head. He was giving a sign that he had not found cat or kittens there. He had no hope, means he was thinking that the cats and the kittens were dead. Alright, so he was hopeless. Now mark till here. Now we are going to underline the difficult words of page number 30 and page number 31. Hoses. Hoses means tube or pipe. Beams. I have already told you the meaning of beam. Beam is used in construction, right? Like rods, metals and woods. Underline tumbling. Tumbling means falling. Shook. Shook is the past form of shake. Alright, we are done. Let's see the difficult words now. So, here is the list of the difficult words from the pages that we read today. Okay, now let's start reading these difficult words one by one. Listening, cozy, creaked, screamed, blazing, leaping, crackling, wail, spurts, hoses, beams and tumbling. Alright, these are the difficult words and we have already discussed their meanings while reading. Okay? Let's discuss the key points again. Who came to the hotel when it was locked? Do you remember who came to the hotel when it was locked? Yes, the painters. Very nice. What was louder than the storm or wind? Do you remember what happened when there was a storm? Fire. The hotel caught fire, remember? So the fire was louder than the wind. Who went to see the fire? Do you remember? Mother, Judy or father? Who went to see the fire? Father, okay? Father went to see the fire. Who came to put off the fire? Fire engines. How did the hotel catch fire? The painters dropped the cigarette end or a lighted match. Okay, this was the reason of fire. We are done now. Thank you for watching this video, my dear students. In the next lesson, we will read page number 32 till 35. Alright? Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.